What's going on, guys? Roger here at QVO Tactical. Today we're out on the range shooting the new Smith & Wesson Performance Center M&P9 2.0 metal carry comp. I know it's a mouthful, but man, this gun has been a blast out here on the range, so let's get into it. Now, as always, I like to tell you guys how we go about getting products here on the channel for review. I did purchase this new Smith & Wesson metal carry comp from our friends over at Ventura Munitions. The team over there, I let them know I was really interested in this gun. They got some in last week. They let me know, so I went down there and purchased one. Mikey, my buddy over there, he does give me an industry discount, so please keep that in mind. But we did purchase the gun for this video. In addition to that, the Defender ST optic from Vortex. This was sent to me out in trade. We did a marketing promo with them and exchanged some holsters for some optics. That way we could do some cross promotion. So that optic was traded for some holsters, so please keep that in mind as well. Without further ado, let's get into first rounds. All right, now it's time for first rounds, guys. Shooting some SuperVel 115, running the Vortex Defender ST optic on here, and let's see how this Performance Center metal carry comp first rounds feel. Here we go. 10 yards out, shooting some cardboard. Whew, feels good, man. Dude, yeah, that feels really good, guys. I like all metal guns, you guys know that. I've always really enjoyed the ergonomics of the M&P platform. I always think back to like the Costa Haley Magpul Dynamics days. You know what I mean? Yeah. I went and got a freaking M&P threaded barrel version just because of that video. But like I thought though, with the Defender optic, I noticed the optic was really high in the window, which means it's going to shoot low. So it is shooting low. We'll go take a look at the group. But I sped up the cadence at the end, and it all stayed really well together. I had one flyer, it broke the Charlie Delta line, so it's still a Charlie, but I don't want to see that. I'm liking all this. So I'll have Marco and our buddy Martin, he's out visiting from California. He's gonna hop in the video and shoot the gun as well. But obviously we'll need to bring the dot up, but you know, I'm liking this for, you know, 17, 18 rounds through the gun. Yeah, first impressions, this thing feels solid. All right, Marco, first rounds, bud.
This thing feels great, as always with the Smith & Wesson guns. Oh, this thing's nice. Woo. Yeah, I like that. That port's doing work, the grip feels good as usual, the serrations look good. Sleek and sexy design. It's a good looking gun. You'll see those hits, I guess. So still not a bad group, but we do need to move that optic up. It is hitting very low right now. We didn't zero it yet, guys, so. But that is, the gun tracks well when you're shooting it, so that's good.
What's going on, guys? So this is my buddy Martin. He's in town from behind enemy lines, state of California, where you can't even get this gun.
Yep.
But at least you can shoot it out here. He was in town for a video game tournament. You guys all know we're big nerds of our video games. He placed, what, 300th out of 1,000?
Yes.
Playing some Tekken 3?
Yep, that's 8.
Tekken 8? They got 8 Tekkens now?
Yeah.
Holy cow. All right, well, he's going to give you his first rounds, his thoughts on this new M&P metal carry comp. Go for it, bud.
All right.
Yeah, the dot's going to be way high. We got to bring it down. Nice. So Martin is involved in the firearms industry out in California, so you have experience shooting guns. What are your thoughts, man?
So I have a lot of friends who's been trying to lead me to become a M&P guy. I kind of see why. The grip angle's much better than Glock. I trust it more than a SIG.
Martin's just straight going for not holding the punches back.
Yeah.
So.
And I understand why M&P's been as popular as they have been for over years, so yeah.
Nice. All right, cool. Let's shoot some more. All right, let's run some build drills for time. C-zone steel, 10 yards out. See how we do. Stand by. A little bit of a different grip angle from what I'm used to with 1911, so I'd adjust there. Got a 210, best split was a 15, had 15, 16, 17, 18, and the draw was a 1-2-2. Looks like it'd have been 4 Alpha, 1 Charlie, probably 1 Delta. Well, it'd all be Charlie since it's a C-zone. Well, 4 Alpha, 2 Charlie, I should say. There's no Delta zone on this target. Let's go a couple more. Stand by. we go. 186. So second run was able to get under 2 seconds. Got a .99 as the first shot. Best was a 16. Let's go one more. And a 175. So guys, the trigger is very nice on this. It's very easy to get sub 2. That was my third run. I'm at a 175. Best split was a 14. 14 splits on this out of the box. That's pretty awesome, I think. Yeah, I mean, C-zone steel, so, you know, would they all be alpha? Probably not. I'd probably be like half and half with that speed. But human size target, if you look over here, every single shot we had for the 3 bill drills I just did were on target. I had, like, you know, that lower right one, that was my last one with the 175, was probably the first shot. So I'll take that all day long. So guys, we got this Vortex Defender STL dialed in, it's zeroed in, ready to go. Came back here to 25 now. We're gonna see how the gun groups. Got my phone recording downrange, shooting some SuperVel 115, certified select, and yeah, let's see how this goes. With the camera going down there, you're gonna see the hits as they happen. Dim this dot down a little bit, here we go. We'll shoot 5 rounds. Shot him kind of fast, but the dot was there. Very little recoil, especially bench rested. Let's see how we did. Down here at the target, guys, and obviously it's always good to have them all on the 6-inch black circle, but between this one and this one, I'm gonna say this is probably further. Center to centers, 3.5 versus 3.25. So 3.5-inch grouping. You guys saw that's probably the fastest I've ever shot a grouping at 25. I'm a little amped up from the build drills we just did, but I mean, shooting at that speed and bench rested with handgun red dot for me at 25 is not the easiest. So to get this grouping, very satisfied. Gun definitely very accurate in my opinion. So guys, I want to tell you about the ammunition that we're using today in this video. It is from our friends over at SuperVel. This is their 115 grain certified select remanufactured ammunition.
There you go.
Hey-oh, doubles at 100. I took Marco Cabo Hook skill today.
Powers. Marco here with you guys, trigger breakdown on this little sweet little M&P. Let's find the pre-travel. Pre-travel is nice to take up, smooth all the way through, no gradiness. Right there's the wall. Let's find the brake. About 3 pounds, nice and clean. Reset's good. Reset again. And that is good. Let's find that wall. Brake. You can let them rip with this gun. It's really easy. Would highly recommend. This gun is awesome. Trigger system's good. Gun shoots good. Grip is great.
All right, Marco, let's see how fast you can run this trigger. So you're really liking this because it's not like a 2-piece hinge anymore. It's still hinged, but not that 2-piece. You weren't a fan of the 2-piece before.
No, the hinging in the middle. We prefer like the Glock style where it's actually in the little vicinity of the trigger there, not where it's like hinging twice essentially.
And we were talking earlier, the trigger feels like not on the, like the duty end, but on the like competition. It's kind of like, yeah, in between.
So it's good.
All right, let's see. I got a 14 split in my build drills. I think you can get a 12 with that.
I think this is gonna probably get 12 on.
All right, here we go. Stand by.
Oh, that's me.
14s. Yeah. Stand by. 14s. Stand by. And a 13. Yeah. So down to 13.
13. Yeah, consistently you can feel the 13 is like probably the quickest it's gonna go consistently.
That was 6 shots in 1.17 seconds. We're gonna hop into some slow-mo footage for you now, guys. I'm gonna take 3 different grains of some SuperVel 9mm ammunition and see how the recoil looks and feels between the 3 different models of M&Ps that we have here out on the range. All right, guys, got 3 different grains of 9mm loaded up in a stock M&P for you. First 5 are gonna be some SuperVel 115s. Next set are some 124s. Last 5 are the 147s. Now the M&P Performance Center with the 5-inch barrel and the V-ports. First up, 115s. Next 5 are 124s. Last 5, 147s. Now for the metal carry comp, first 5, 115s. Next 5, 124s. And the last 5, 147s. So now that we've seen the differences in recoil with the different models of the M&P, we figured you guys are gonna have questions about velocity. So we brought the chronograph out. We're gonna shoot the M&P non-ported first. It's just a threaded barrel variant, so I would bet there's gonna be a little more velocity, but let's shoot this one, get an average of 5 rounds, and then we'll compare.
1,151. 1,133. 1,176. 1,144.
More?
Yeah, one more.
1,132.
All right, so non-ported M&P, we have an average of 1,147 feet per second. So now let's try the metal carry comp. Now for the metal carry comp, guys, so since this barrel is not threaded, it's going to be a little shorter, about a ½ inch, and it does have the comp cut out at the end of the muzzle, but let's see what we're looking at. 1147 was the average of the non-ported. Let's see the metal one.
1,104. 1,140. 1,150. 1,114. 1,132.
All right, so average of 5 shots there, 1128 versus 1147. So what is that, 19 feet per second difference? Yeah, that's very negligible in my opinion, guys. So I definitely notice a recoil reduction with this carry comp variant. So I don't mind losing 19 feet per second to get that reduction in recoil, because again, I'm not going to stand in front of a bullet coming in on 1128 feet per second. So for you guys out there that are wondering, there you go. That's the difference in velocity between the two models. Now for shits and giggles, I know you guys are wondering, hey, what about the 5-inch Performance Center? So let's see the velocity on this as well. We'll do 5 rounds. This is 5-inch barrel, and it's got 2, I don't know what they call it, V-ports.
Yeah.
Similar to like when Glock used to compensate their guns factory. But anyway, go for it, man. Let's see.
1,179. 1,178. 1,175. 1,155. 1,180.
All right, so average there, 1173. So from 47 up to that would be, let's see, 47 plus 30 would be 77. So minus 4, 26 more feet per second. That to me is kind of like maybe throw this slide on that metal frame, but I really do like the aesthetics and the version of the carry comp. So, but you are getting more velocity, but again, it's only 26 feet per second more. But I will say, like when I was filming the initial videos on the different M&Ps, like this is one of my favorites. I like the 5-inch length. I like the V-ports. Definitely a solid shooter. So, I mean, I do like the M&P series. I just like all metal. So kind of figure out what you like between all the different, like you can take, you know, the metal frame and throw it on with a different slide setup, whatever you guys want. But those are different velocities for you out there that were wondering. So guys, final thoughts on the new Smith & Wesson Performance Center M&P9 2.0 metal carry comp. Marco, thoughts, buddy?
It's a nice gun. The trigger's great. 3 pounds. Like you said, it's in between the competition and the duty end, so it's like in that in-between zone. It's nice to see more companies do the comp right off the bat, because like that's the market now. They shoot way better. You take full advantage of the recoil and stuff like that. The serrations are cool. The gun looks great. It's very sleek. Reminds me of like a stealth bomber almost. Optics cut as usual. Thing I don't like about it, the grip's kind of shaky. I'd probably glue that if it was my personal gun.
Yeah.
It's that little shakiness is weird doing the draw and then grabbing it. I'd probably use a small back strap right now. He's got the medium on it, but
He's talking about the removable grip panels, guys. The front one,
it's got some
since
play.
it's like a polymer going to metal, it's not exactly like the super tight tolerance and fitment.
Yep.
So he's just saying probably put a little glue there.
Just a tad. Yeah. Otherwise, that's really the only thing I don't like about this gun. The price point's great.
Yeah, I think it's like just like $9.99, something just under $1,000.
That's yeah, that's all I got on this thing. I'd definitely buy one personally. I prefer the polymer though, not the metal, but that's just me.
So on the opposite, I really like that they put it in metal. Guys, it is aluminum, not steel, so it's still somewhat light. It's a little heavier in the polymer, but not by much, like just from the feel. I like everything about it. Like the serrations, everything is functional, but also aesthetically pleasing. I know some people are like, hey, in this top window here, get Vinny to put in like 3 ports right there. We might, I don't know, Vinny might be bored, want to try it out. But this thing shot really well. Recoil is very minimal. Hunter, I think this gun made a believer out of Marco.
Old Hunter Constantine, my man.
Hunter's a big M&P shooter, but yeah, this to me is a good purchase, guys. I think you're getting a lot. I like that it's all metal gun for under $1,000. I do wish it came with an optic. You know, there's other companies now that are putting out whole packages
with
at $1,000 with an optic. Speaking of the optic did well for us. The Defender ST, to me, it's probably like a little bigger than an RMR. Like, it's a nice field of view, large size window. I like that it's got the knurling on the front, or this checkered pattern, so it's kind of like textured. That way if you're bouncing it, hitting it off stuff, it's not going to mess it up. It's got, you know, texture to it. Top loading battery, optic held 0 really well, 3MOA dot. The controls are nice and easy to access on the side. They're not going to be accidentally bumped. My only gripe when it comes to the optic isn't the optic itself, but it's the optic cut on the gun. I do wish it was a little deeper, that way it would co-witness with the irons that come with it, or I wish that it came with suppressor height sights like the other M&Ps do that are optic cut. So if you guys ever notice the M&P, it's a really shallow optic cut. Yeah. And I also don't like that they use a plastic insert. Like, it's cool, their whole platform, it comes with all the different inserts you would need so you can run a variety of optics, and it comes with all the screws. I mean, like, all the screws. They have so many screws that they're including with their optic cut guns, which is awesome. I think every manufacturer should do that. But it is a very shallow optic cut. The trigger was great, like very impressed with it over the former triggers of the M&P series. But overall, I think it's a good buy. I think if you're an M&P fan, you're gonna like this one. And again, like Marco said, it's cool to see companies doing the factory comp cut here at the barrel and slide. But any questions, leave them down below in the comment section. I do hope that Smith & Wesson comes out with a 5-inch version of this. Their Performance Center that we shot earlier, that's one of my favorite setups that they produced. I'll probably put this metal frame with that slide, but I do like the aesthetics of this slide more and that style of comp. But you guys let me know what you think. You think M&P should make a 5-inch version? Let us know what other Smith & Wesson products you want to see here on the channel. We could pick some up. Ventura's got a lot of their stuff in stock. But yeah, Marco, appreciate you shooting me out here in the 100+ degree.
Always fun, getting a nice tan.
Nice cool range. But appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for the support as always. Please like, share, subscribe. You know, guys, real quick, YouTube is just like not pushing out our content as much as it used to, so it really helps us out. If you see a video that you like, share it with your friends, send it to somebody. We appreciate that. And all you guys that have been watching us for the last 5-6 years, truly appreciate you guys. Thanks as always. We'll see you in the next one.